Hey guys, and welcome! Today is yet another requested video, and it's going to be about how to make your ball python more comfortable around you. Ball pythons are amazing snakes, and I can highly recommend them to anyone who's fallen in love with them. They're beautiful, they grow to a decent size, they have this great temper, and they're just an overall joy to be with. And of course you can get them in various colors, just like my golden girl here, she almost has this golden shine to her, and she's just amazingly beautiful. You're a little too tight here, baby. Just hang on for a second. Many people are worrying if their snake is comfortable around them or not. And I can totally understand that issue, because you want to be able to handle your snake, you want to be able to be around it while it's being comfortable. So today I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks on how to make your snake feel more comfortable. As always, it's a very good idea to have a look at how the ball python is housed. Because if the ball python is housed somewhere that is very stressful for it, it won't be very comfortable around you either. So start by taking a look at your terrarium. You need to make sure that the ball python have some hides. I always recommend that you have 2 hides. God, look at this, Yasmin handcuffs. I always recommend that you have 2 hides for your ball python, one in the cold end and one in the warm end, to make sure that your ball python can hide and be the correct temperature as well. Ball pythons in the wild, they do spend most of their time in some small hollows. Not that they don't go out, of course they do, but they do spend a good amount of their time in small hollows underground, where they are feeling most safe and most comfortable. So it's very, very important that you try to replicate that as much as possible, which is why I recommend that you have these 2 hides. If it's possible for you to put in some foliage as well, I can totally recommend that. You will very, very soon see a very happy ball python if you provide it with enough space to feel safe. A note to that is that it's also a good idea to cover the back and the sides of your terrarium. You can even buy these pre-made backgrounds for your terrarium, which looks absolutely stunning. It gives this very natural look to the terrarium. But if you don't want to use money for that, or if you just don't fancy that, you can just as easily put a towel behind, or maybe you can put up some newspapers. You can just tape it on the back and the sides as well. The reason for that is that the ball python will feel more safe, because it doesn't have, if you have a glass terrarium, it's able to look, like out on all sides of the terrarium. If you cover the back, at least, can do the sides as well, but if you cover the back, you will help the ball python feeling more safe or more comfortable. If you're having issues with feeding as well with your ball python, this might also help a lot. So I can totally recommend that. I have all the backgrounds of my terrariums, if they're ball python or not, I have them covered. And when I get a new ball python home, I even cover the sides as well. And if it's having trouble eating or it's very stressed, I will cover the front as well for a week or 2 until it's feeling more comfortable. Once you've made sure that the terrarium is sufficient, you have the height, you have the foliage, of course the temperature, the humidity is correct, you have water and all that jazz that you need, maybe you even cover the background on the side, you can go forward to the next step, which is spending some time outside the terrarium. Some people believe it works, some don't. I personally think that it works to spend some time outside the terrarium, where the snake can just get used to it. I use it a lot, especially with my Savannah monitor, to get it used to me, because I'm trying to build some sort of a trust between us, if you can use that word, but I'm trying to let them know that I'm not a threat. So if you have the time, spend a couple of minutes, maybe some 15-20 minutes in front of the terrarium, not doing anything, not opening it or anything like that, just in front of it, so the snake will get some time to get used to it. It's also a perfect opportunity for you to maybe read a book or listen to a podcast or something like that. It will also give you a break during your probably very busy day. So just sit outside the terrarium, maybe even walk back and forth a little bit for up to 20 minutes a day to get your snake to get used to you. The next thing you can do to get your ball python comfortable around you is to start handling. Now, if your ball python does have a bit of an attitude, it might even hiss at you. My ball python, Bofer, he's a male, he does have a bit of an attitude, which means that when I open and when I try to hold him or touch him, he will hiss at me. Most of the time, snakes, they are just bluffing. They are telling you that they are feeling uncomfortable. the best thing for you to do is to just quickly take it out. You know, of course, support the body as best as you can. I'm gonna try to teach you or to show you with Golden Girl here. Support the body as best as you can. Hang on, I'm gonna go a little bit back so you can see here. Whoops, there we are. Support the body as best as you can and just let the snake explore. You know, don't clench it, don't touch the head. She doesn't really care. Don't touch the head. Don't ask too much for it. Don't wiggle it around like this. When you're having it out and you need it to feel more comfortable, just let it explore. And as you can see, Golden Girl here, he's sweetheart. Her tongue is out, she's flickering, and she's basically just exploring. It is okay that the snake is exploring, and sometimes it might even go a little bit fast and you might be worrying about it escaping. But just, you know, stay calm, let it explore, and then just remember to always give it support. The basics when you need to hold your snake. Oh, this is just your tummy outside. All right, I'm gonna turn it around. There we are. The basics when you're going to hold your snake is to grab it like this. Give it some support in the back and in the front, but not just in the back. Don't hold it in the tail, and not just in the front of the head, because it needs its head to move. So if you can, give as much support as you possibly can to the middle of the body, and just let the snake explore. If your snake is very stressed or very uncomfortable with you, it might even try to go away, or it might, you know, clench your hand and become very, very tense. If your snake is feeling tense, the best thing you can do is to just give it time. Don't force it to uncurl, don't do anything like that. Just give it time. Let's see if we can do it with her. Like you see now, she is not tense at all, but I'm gonna show you. It takes time. Just wait, and she will, as you can see here, slowly start to explore. And this is crucial. This is very, very important if your ball python is tense. Give it time. If you're feeling uncomfortable holding it in your hands, you can also simply put it down in your lap. Either way will work. But the best thing, and you really need to remember it, is to give it time. And don't ask too much of your snake. Give it time to get used to you. Like you can see, she's very, very comfortable right now. Tongue is flickering and she's just looking around. But Golden Girl, she's an amazing snake. Aren't you, girl? Yes, you are. Where was I? Oh yeah, give it time. In the beginning, you can start off by simply having some shorter sessions, and you can preferably do it at evening time when the ball python naturally would be more active, as they are during evening and nighttime, and during the day they're often just, you know, sleeping and chilling. So start off by taking it out, evening time, 10 minutes maximum. Yeah, you can even just put it in your lap, put it in your hand, not doing anything, just letting the snake getting used to you and the surroundings, and then put it back in. The snake might be curled up during those 10 minutes, it's okay. Just put it back in and then wait 2-3 days and then try again. And I promise you, you will very, very quickly see results. Alright guys, that's all for today. I really do hope that these few tips and tricks on how to make your snake more comfortable around you has helped. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, you're welcome to subscribe. Thank you so much for now, and bye bye. Can you say bye? No. Bye.